Well, hi guys, here we are once again with our spelling rules. This time we are going to see a spelling rule. The other one, it was a grammar rule, okay? Now we are going to see this one, which is the first one of many to come, all right? Spelling rule number 1. This rule applies to all verbs. Do you guys know what a verb is? Well, a verb is an action such as play, run, jump, skip. All of those are actions, all of those are verbs. Now this rule applies to all of those verbs that end in Y, okay? And according to this rule it says, change the Y to an I when an ending is added. Okay, so for example, look at this ending, ES, ED, and ER. The word is supply, it ends in a Y. But I'm going to add these endings, so my rule says change the Y to an I and add the ending. So supply becomes supplies. Change the Y to an I. Worry becomes worried. Change the Y to an I. And marry becomes marrier. Change the Y to an I. So you see, when I add the ES, ED, or ER, I change that Y to an I. But of course, there are exceptions. When the word, if you want to add the ending ing, the Y stays the same and you just add the ending. So for example, cry becomes crying. The Y stays the same and you just add the ing. The same for study. Study becomes studying. Just add the ing and the Y stays the same. And when the Y is preceded by a vowel, do you guys know what preceded is? I guess not. Well, take a look at this. The Y is right there, and it's preceded by a vowel. So it's pretty much followed by a vowel. You guys know what vowels are, right? A, E, I, O, U are vowels, vocales. Okay? So take a look at this verb. This verb, obey, ends in a Y, but it's preceded by a vowel. So the Y stays the same, and you just add the ed. So obey becomes obeyed, and say ends in a Y, preceded by a vowel, stays the same, and becomes say ing. So when it is preceded by a vowel, the Y stays the same. All right? So let's take a look at this in summary. If the verb ends in Y, and you want to add the ending es, ed, or er, you change the Y to an I and add the ending. But if you want to add ing, or the verb is preceded by a vowel, leave the Y as it is and add the ending. Okay? I know it's a bit confusing, but this little table right there gives you it's a summary of what we just learned, of what the rule is. Okay? So let's practice. His milk bottle. Is it the baby cry? No, the baby cried. Now, according to the rule, I change the Y to an I if I add ES, ED, or ER. So it ends in ED. So I change the Y to an I and add ED. Cried. Okay? The next one says, Antonia, stay with me during snack time. Yes, in this case, Antonia stayed. I'm going to add the ed with me during snack time. So remember, when I add the ed, but look at this verb, guys. It has a Y, and it is preceded by a vowel. So when it is preceded by a vowel, you just add the ed, and the Y stays the same. So do not change the Y to an I, okay? And the word will be stayed. Alright guys, so I hope you understood this lesson. It's pretty much of memory. You've got to remember these rules, but it will help you in your writing so much. So go ahead and do the Edmodo activity, and I hope you get 10 out of 10. I hope you do.